national broadcast television has never been addressable before. So this is really a breakthrough to bring addressability to new inventory, to new audiences, and really to unlock more value for advertisers. And if you look at the history of addressable TV, up until now, only cable has been addressable. So that started with 2 minutes of MVPD local cable time, then expanded to the roughly 14 minutes of national cable programmer time. But again, broadcast was never addressable, and that's the largest single tranche of viewership. It is the most premium programming in terms of delivering events like the Super Bowl, the Masters, the Grammys. And so, with this announcement, we are announcing the ability to bring addressability to new networks, to the largest body of viewership, and to new audiences who have never had addressable advertising delivered before.
Let's go a little bit deeper. Could you explain, I assume this means household addressability, also why you're working with Dish and sort of what ad ratio brings to this solution?
Sure. So it is household addressable in this case, right? And it is based on Dish's ability to do targeting through their set-top box and through their understanding of who their subscribers are. We are working with Dish because we have that partnership, vis-a-vis, well, lots of different ways that we work with them, but certainly, Dish is a leading partner in this space. They have a national footprint. They also have the partnership with Ad-Curatio, and I think that's sort of the company that is key in terms of enablement, is that they are sitting between CBS and Dish in terms of making the signaling work. So Ad-Curatio has built the technology that sits at the CBS broadcast center that allows us to essentially send the signals to the Dish head end, which tells Dish when they are receiving those affiliate feeds, where to place the markers that they send to the set-top box that instructs the set-top box when to execute national advertising. So it's very much a three-way partnership between those companies. And certainly, again, Ad-Curatio is sort of sitting in the middle and has partnerships with both CBS and Dish that makes this function.
So Mike, tell us a little bit about the scope of this, which is sort of a beta, as we understand. It's limited to certain CBS local stations. Give us an idea of sort of what is happening in this first phase, and more broadly, the appeal, the opportunity to marketers as this thing expands.
Sure. So what we were announcing was the first impressions delivered, right? And so those first impressions were obviously not full national scale. These impressions were delivered multiple campaigns with multiple targets across multiple CBS-owned station markets, all within the Dish subscriber footprint. So ultimately, this will grow to cover all of our owned markets, and then we'll see about how it scales beyond that. And cover today Dish. We'll see about additional partnerships in the future. But again, we think that scale in terms of reaching all the CBS owned footprint will be in the very near term, within the next couple of quarters. This is meaningful for marketers because we are expanding the addressable capability. Up until now, if you were a marketer buying addressable TV, again, you could only buy it within the cable networks, the cable avails, and now we are talking about a unduplicated full expansion of that inventory. So that's why this is important. For this expansion of addressable is important. Addressable is just important for marketers because it obviously helps them deliver more effective advertising for their dollars. So there's obviously lots of tactics and techniques that marketers are using, whether that's reach extension, whether that's creative sequencing, whether that's really trying to drive lower funnel conversion. But this is all about an expansion of the addressable footprint and capability into national broadcast.